Yay. Is it going? I think so. Hey guys. Hiya. It's Mia. Days later. Guys, it was tough. It was a tough go. Here's what I'll say, just so you know, because I don't like when people take forever to get to the point. The point is, I stopped my drops for probably 4 or 5 days, because I just knew I didn't have the willpower to be exactly the protocol, and I didn't want to either cheat really bad and gain a bunch, or just be using up my tolerance days, because you run out of tolerance after so long. So I stopped, and I will say that I still have lost 2 pounds, which I'm happy about, because I didn't go crazy, but I wasn't doing what the protocol says. I just wasn't in a place where I felt like I was frustrated and discouraged, and I think that really it stems down to this motorcycle. I know you see me sitting here. Oh, these little motorcycles, okay, fine, you're little and you can squeeze through, but if you get hit because I don't see you, now I'm gonna be in trouble. Which remind me to tell you about getting hit today. Oh my God. Going back, let's just take it one step by step, Candace, like woosah. So I really think that I set myself up starting in my cycle. I think because I started off and didn't see the results that I normally would see, that kind of messed with me a little bit. And then after cycle, I still was just I didn't lose anything more than I would normally lose after cycle. So I was frustrated, very frustrated, and it just kind of sucked up my motivation. And of course, I want to eat everything in sight. But once I decided I was going to take a little break from the drops, I really didn't eat everything in sight. I was better than I thought. It's the limitation is what makes it so tempting. So needless to say, I have been really this weekend trying to remotivate myself and kind of just gear up. Is this the right thing for you? Do you want to do this? If so, can you do it? What do you need to stick with it? Blah, blah, blah. And I do really want to do this because it has worked for me before. Will it work for me again? I still think so. Will I have to try harder? Most likely I'm going to have to try a lot harder. Will I have little hiccups like I did before, just this last week? I'm hoping not so much, because I'm not starting nowhere near my cycle, for one. And two, I really think that I have a better understanding of what I got to do. Even though I've done it before successfully, there was a day where I had broccoli. I know that with Omni, broccoli's not on the approved list. So just little things like that. I really need to just stick to the basics. I know that some of you guys were trying to help me, and we're offering I believe it's called Chocolate Delight. And those kind of things I think are great tools to use, so that you don't go off the deep end and cheat. You can just have your little Chocolate Delight and be good. So I'm not going to rule that out, but I'm going to really try to focus and not do that, because I need to really be strict for me to work. I can't give myself little leeways. I just can't. I'm not that girl. You give me a little inch and I take a whole doggone foot before I even realize that the inch has been offered. So my cousin, we were just talking about that, how when she does 17 day, and when she does a 17 day, she can say, no thank you, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want that. But when she gets in the phase where she can start adding stuff back in, she adds, and it's hard. It's easier when you have to be completely strict. And I don't think I went into it with that mindset. I think I was kind of being a little lackadaisical about it. So now I know. So I don't know if this is a restart. I don't know if I'm supposed to restart. I do think that it's probably best if I at least give myself one loading day, since I've been off of Omni for almost a week now. The drops. So that's kind of what I'm asking you guys. Do I reload for 2 days or do I reload for 1? I'd rather only do 1. But see, there I go. If the rules say do 2, Candace, do daggone 2. Oh, I always want to be like, I only want to, like, that's not what it says to do. But the reason I'm asking for clarification is because I'm not sure what the rule is if you've already started. And, like, you're kind of in not mid-round, but kind of mid-round. Does that make sense? So maybe y'all can weigh in on that. If not, if I don't hear from people, I'm just probably going to try to do the 2-day load, just so that I can make sure I'm doing this right from beginning to end. So that means we'll start my day count over. I don't care either way. I just need to get it done. So that's where I'm at. Like, this last week has been such an up and down thing for me. Like, me and Charles were talking about the fact that maybe exercising is just something that I know for the rest of my life I'm going to have to do. 30 minutes a day, whether it's just a walk, whether it's some jump rope, who knows what it is. But I've got to do something because my metabolism isn't great. The working out helps me stay more focused. I just have to, and also I feel like I'm less craving. I have less cravings when I work out because, for one, I'm like, I did not jump rope for that whole 10 minutes to eat this candy bar or something like that, you know, because it's hard for me. But like today, I noticed I had to park on the 3rd tier. Girl, you would have thought I was walking miles, huffing, puffing. And the cold part about it is it's not cute to huff and puff when someone's in front of you and behind you. So you got to keep up the pace because I'm not about to be the one that's holding up the line. So you're trying to keep up the pace. And of course, the one girl in front of you, Chris, she was all little and tiny and skinny and just basically hopped up the daggone stairs. Here I go, like, trying to, and they want to talk to you too. So you're trying to walk up the stairs and hold a conversation without sounding like you about to die. Try that on a Monday afternoon. Oh my gosh, I was trying to play so cool. And the lady behind me, first of all, my knees wasn't doing so hot on them stairs. Like, it was early in the morning. You know how you need to warm up before you just start doing stuff like that? Like, I mean, for me, my body just don't be all that nimble first thing in the morning. Like, I need a little juice to start rubbing through. I didn't get that. And they just want to talk about the day. And then it's like, y'all talk fine, but why you got to ask me? I didn't even volunteer. But then I got to be participating in this conversation that I can barely breathe in. So that ain't no fun. And while I'm doing it, I'm just like, see, Candace, this is where your big butt needs to stick to the daggone protocol. Because you can't walk up 3 flights of stairs. Get your life. Have you ever, like, you know that your car, wherever you're parked at, or just the task is so far away and you're going to be panting that you're just like, you know what, screw it. I'll just get that tomorrow. I'll just leave stuff in the car. Left my phone in the car one day until we went to lunch. And the only reason I got it is because we were going to lunch and we were driving. Otherwise, that phone would have stayed in the car all day. I ain't hiking up them stairs. But see, I need to. Even if at lunch I just do those 3 stairs like twice, 3 or 4 times, that's something. You know, I gotta move. This big body needs to move. Like, because I'm gonna start looking like a moo if I don't. Damn near already there. So that's where I'm at with that. Now let me tell you about this car crash that happened today. I'm minding my own business, late for work. I don't know if y'all know, but the U.S. Open is here in the Tacoma area, right? So we got the U.S. Open, and everybody and their mama wants to go downtown to Puyallup, catch the little bus or trolleys or whatever they got going back and forth transporting people. So it's like, it's early in the morning, the sun is out, and you know, the sun, I don't know if this, I'm sure it happens everywhere, but that Washington sun, when it really pops out of the blue in the morning time, it's so bright and crisp that you can't always, it blocks you, like you can't, or blinds you, you can't always see. And I always wonder, like God, well, how come more people don't get in accidents from that? Because it's so blinding that you can't even like block it with your visor. The glasses don't work. Like, the sun is in the wrongest is that a word? No, the most wrong spots, and you can't do anything to fight it. Well, that happened to us this morning. So the first time it happened, I admit I was following a little too close to the lady in front of me. Somebody in front braked And you know how normally you can kind of see it, but because the sun was so bright, you couldn't see nothing. Well, the lady in front of me, she braked really hard too. So I ended up braking, but I turned over to the shoulder to make sure I missed her all the way, because I was going right to her. So I go ahead and I miss her, and the car behind me, he misses me because I swerved off. He probably would have hit me then if I hadn't swerved off. So, you know, I give the lady in front of me like a good like, sorry, my bad. And then I look in the back just to kind of eye this guy like, I see you. So we're going again. I get back in my spot and we're starting to kind of pick up. We couldn't have been more than 35. We were starting to pick up again. Now, if y'all know the area, Puyallup, going towards South Hill, it's right before the Costco exit. Like, if I'm going towards downtown, it was right at the Costco exit, actually. So right before that exit, it happened again where the sun was blinding, someone slammed on their brakes. Now, mind you, I learned from the time before, so I was not close to the person in front of me. But little Joe Schmo in the back of me with his little white beat down car, he stayed kind of close on my butt. So sure enough, we start going about 35. The brakes stop again. I slam on my brakes because I want to make sure I give this person enough room, or keep me in a good distance from her. Bam, right in the back of me. Little white car behind me. So, you know, it wasn't super hard slam, but it was enough where it was like, ugh. And then I'm like, wait, did he just hit me? Because I'm not even tripping. I'm still like in shock, like, oh, he just hit my car. So I pull up. We're just about to pass the exit. So I just pull over just a little bit before like right after the exit, and just make sure I'm like pulled over to the side. I look down at my body. I don't know what I was looking for. Maybe puncture wounds. I don't know. But I was just looking down, made sure everything was cool. Look back. He was there. Look back down again. Now I'm talking to y'all. I'm about to do the same thing. So look back again, and I see this car. He's not even real. Is he backing up? I couldn't tell if he's backing up or if he just turned and drove. This fool turned. Anyhow, he ended up going up the off ramp. So I see this car going off the off ramp, and it still didn't even really click that he was the one behind me until I looked behind me again, and dude was gone, shoo, out of there. So he goes up the off ramp. Can't even tell you what he looks like. I just saw his face turn my way, like, yep, I'm doing that. And then he's like skirting off. The car was like this little old. It was like a 1992 Honda something. It was just this little dinky beater, you know, and it was all white, and it was like that primer white, like, you know how the young kids try to paint their cars all funky, like it looked like he was about to try to do some type of paint job to it. So I'm sitting there kind of like, I don't think I even got mad about it until I got to work and was like, he really hit me, and then just left. Now, mind you, my car is not the nicest, and it's quite old, so I don't have like full coverage on my car because it costs more than what I would even get for it if necessary. Like, me paying so much a year for it, if I got it hit, I really ain't getting that. It's in good condition, but it ain't nothing that fancy. Thank you, Avalonia. I love you though, baby. I'm not talking bad. So that's what I like. If he had hit me, I would have just gave him my information, because actually, I wouldn't even give him my information because he hit me. So I would have asked for his information. I wouldn't have called the police. And then so when he didn't, I'm like, wait, do I call the police now? But I didn't call because I don't know who he was. I don't know what the make of the model or of the car was, really. I know what I think it is. I don't know what the license plate number is. I don't know nothing. So I'm like, what's the point? So I get to work, and I'm telling my coworker what's going on, and she's like, that's crazy. And she's like, are you okay? Mind you, I get out and look in my car. Ain't nothing wrong with Avalonia, baby girl. She did good today. Nothing wrong, just like this couple little scratches that I did before. So she's a trooper, so I know, because this is a 30 car. I know that his car had to be dented in the front. She popped that booty back at that car. I mean, I don't know what's going on. So I'm telling my coworker about it, and I message my boss like, two things. I'm getting I have an appointment on Friday, and I did get rear-ended this morning. I think I'm fine, but I'm just giving you a heads up. She's like, let me know if you need to go home. Well, then I'm sitting at the desk, and a few minutes later, I already have bad back issues in my lower back. But my middle, like right where, a little bit higher than where, or I mean below where my bra strap would be, it is just like, oh, it hurts. It really hurts. And then now my shoulders are a little tight. So at first I'm like, well, maybe I'm just like, maybe this is in my head, or maybe it's been hurting, but now I'm just paying attention that it hurt because I got in this little bumper. I don't know. Either way, that fool hit me and ran off. Ran off. So you know he probably had warrants and no insurance. Like, I know he don't know this, but sir, I'm the best person to hit because I can give a damn about your warrants. If you have warrants, fine. We can figure out something. I'm just not that, especially since my car wasn't hurt. Whatever. But don't run off and act like you ain't done nothing. Don't do that, because now I want to find you. So today I had a support service run on South Hill, and I'm looking around like I'm really gonna find this car. He looked like he had like a work shirt on though. You know how like them polo shirts. I can't see. Accident. It done rocked my brain. I can't think. It's all his fault. So I need y'all to tell me about this loading. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, if I'm supposed to actually load or not, because I think it's in your system like 3 days. So does that mean I just start back from normal? I don't know. So let me know. But I wanted to let y'all know I'm not giving up. This is so hard and frustrating. Oh, it's so hard. And it never gets easier. But I tell you what, I know I said it last time, but I really mean it this time. If I ever, get out the way. If I ever get skinny again, I will never get fat again. Never. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more. Let me lose that weight. I'm going to eat celery the rest of my life until my body realizes it can have celery and maybe some apple. And then once it can have celery and apple, I might give it a piece of cheese every 3 to 6 months, because she ain't getting fat no more. That's what we ain't doing this no more. Oh. We are not doing this no more. And then I was upset because you know how I told you I got them little Splendies? The underwear gift bag. Well, most of the time I had been able to fit all of them. But this time, I only could fit 2 of the 3 pair. Oh, heck. I ain't gonna be buying no underwear in bulk. Now, you know how I got clothes that still got tags on them that I ain't wore, because it's like, I'm gonna get into that. I ain't doing that with no damn drawers. We ain't having no get into draws. It ain't that type of party. You either get into them or stop getting the package. That's my rule. So get it together, big butt. Big butt Betty. Oh, here we go. Round 563 of Omni. Rocking with Completely Candace. This is what we do. Rounds. We do rounds. Hopefully this one sticks. I know this was a rant and a ramble, but I just needed to fill y'all in, because I know last time I was so discouraged and looking like I was 600-pound life episode. I'm almost there. I'm so close to that, but I need to really get my life together before that happens. But I'm so glad y'all are there, because y'all said some of the sweetest things and y'all try to encourage me. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it, because you guys really are who I think about. Like, what am I going to tell her when, you know, it's good that y'all are in my conscience like that, because I really appreciate y'all. So, please, I won't do it this time, but I did get a really good email I want to talk to y'all about too. So, I'll try to remember to do that next time. That's the other thing I've been loving, since I haven't even been doing videos. People will still randomly email me stuff, whether it could be about weight loss, but it could be about just random stuff. And I'm like, let's talk about it. I like stuff like that. I don't know. I love, and this is not even to like talk bad about nobody, but it's one thing to give advice on something that could be considered like a little, you know, I don't want to say messy, but just a little, not even taboo, but you know, just stuff that don't have nothing to do with you. Like, it's more interesting because I ain't a part of it. Like, I can give advice because this ain't my mess, you know? Not saying that the person's mess it is that to judge them. It's just like, oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad, because I've been there where you just got stuff you're like going through, but then there's other stuff that people share that I'm like, I've been right there, girl. This is what you gonna do. So, anywho, I appreciate y'all. I will be in touch shortly. And keep me in your prayers. And let's, tell me, what do I do about the loading? I really don't want to load. But just tell me. All right, love ya. Bye. Is it stopped? Has it stopped? No, it hasn't.